first for the first four items, we're going to bring in a gentleman that you probably know. If you use OxyClean, you probably know Sully, Anthony Sullivan. And we're going to be bringing him in a little picture in picture here in just a second. This is a Vermont based firm where Sully, as we call him, has taken the time and the passion and the heart to really kind of curate products, especially for a person in his life that needed this help. And we'll hear Anthony's story here in just a second, Sully's story in just a second. But the company is Mont Cush, and it is a Vermont-based firm. Now, for this particular show, we have done the math ahead of time for you. And Sully, are you there?
I think so. Am I there?
Hey,
Hey,
good morning to the OxyClean guy. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks. I'm doing okay. Can you hear me all right?
Yes. Are we doing okay, John?
Yep, looks great.
Okay, there. Oh, there you are. It's like, where's John? He's back. He's right here. Listen, tell me the story really quick of how you got inspired to create these products. Amazing.
In a nutshell, my whole career I've been focused on bringing great products to people, and I was in the cleaning category, and I still am in the cleaning category, obviously, with OxyClean. And my daughter, I had my 15-year-old little girl, and when she was born with a rare genetic disorder, and I could talk about the story for a long time, but in a nutshell, when she was 7. She had a lot of struggles. She has like acute special needs and needs full-time supervision, and she's doing great. She's thriving. But when she was 7, she developed some seizures. She had seizures, and she was put on the medication called Keppra, and it was an anti-seizure medication, and it really, really messed with her, and it stripped her personality, and it was just she had all the side effects that you get from a serious pharmaceutical medication. Anyway, I decided to go down the plant-based wellness road, and her mom's a doctor, and that helped me a little bit because obviously I had a doctor in the house, and we started to look at CBD as an alternative medication, and it turned out to be something that my daughter really responded to, and I, like many people, couldn't find a brand that I really identified with, that was organic, that was what I would consider really good quality. And I was really passionate about it. So I ended up buying a piece of property up in Vermont in 2019, a farm, a 55 acre farm. Actually, it's 116 acres, but I grew 55 acres worth of high CBD hemp. I was a rookie with the single focus of making the best hemp-based CBD products on the planet. I decided to call the project Mont Cush. We have a USDA certified organic certification. We use a press to extract all our organics. And in the process, I was created this brand called Mont Cush. It's really is top of the line CBD, and it started off to help my daughter as my true north, to help her. And in doing so, we have thousands and thousands of customers now who've come on board to help with anxiety, to help with stress, to help with relaxation, to help with pain, and to help with sleep. So it's a passion. It's a project that was born out of a need and a passion. So that's how it all got started.
Well, I love that story. And, I spent some time looking at the website, and you have so many, you have so much love and so many wonderful reviews on the products. And that says that the products are doing exactly what you designed them to do. So, you started from a need, but this passion project is really filling an important niche in the self-care marketplace.
I'm a big believer in modern medicine. I have a cabinet filled with modern medicine, and saves lives every day and helps people. But I'm also a massive fan of plant-based wellness. And if there's a way to tackle something that's going on with ourselves, with something that is very close to Mother Nature, then I'm all about it. And that's what I found with CBD and hemp. We have customers that come to us. We have veterans that come to us for help with pain. We have an anxiety. We had a 51-year-old yesterday. We were on a show and a live TV hit, and we had a 51-year-old autistic son of the mother called and said that her son said hello to his mum, the first time in 51 years. I've got a professional surfer. I'm in Nazaré right now. And I have professional big wave surfer Andrew Cotton, who absolutely loves our products. So it's gone from helping my daughter to helping like the full spectrum of 8 to 80. So it's great in pain, anxiety, sleep, stress, relaxation. We're right there, and we're in the fight, and it's all natural, it's plant based, and it's USDA certified organic.
Wow. You can't get any better than that. Well,
Uh,
listen, I'm jealous that you're in Nazareth, so I think that's a great place because that's a wonderful place as well. So it's nice that these products are accepted and useful and beneficial for everybody, no matter what your lifestyle is. So I love that. So let's just jump into our very first product. What do you think? And
yep.
Sully, thank you for being with us a little bit today. I really am so glad and privileged to meet. I'm not going to call you the OxyClean guy anymore. I'm going to call you the Mont Kush guy because that's what you
You,
are.
I respond to both. I respond to both. And actually, I don't know if you can see, but the lighthouse of Nazareth is right behind me. So it's really cool to be broadcasting from all the way over here and talking to you in the States. So it's, yeah, I took the camera outside so I could share in the beauty here.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, we're going to jump in first with the heat product. Now, friends, this is you're going to type in shop one, the same process. Shop one down below. We've already done the math on every single item. $29.99 your amazing price and value. We've got three budget pays of $10. Kelly, you want to tell us about?
Yeah, so we first when we first started Montkush, we worked in making an oil, an ingestible oil that was a tincture, and our active ingredient is it's a rosin. It's very thick, and it has incredible anti-inflammatory properties. And as the company grew, I started to realize that a lot of our customers were getting amazing results with pain with taking the ingestibles. So I made it my mission to find to make a roll-on, and we have two roll-ons actually. Our original roll-on is blue, and it's our original pain roll-on. But this is our heat roll-on. It's absolutely incredible. Its main active ingredients, we've got arnica in here, we've got white willow bark extract, but we also have cayenne pepper and capsaicin, and we've also got our CBD in here as well. I literally just shot a little promo video with one of my he's a really good friend of mine. His name's Andrew Cotton. He broke his back surfing here in Nazareth. If you're in pain, especially the heat roll on, this is great for getting warmed up before you go. If you've got an old injury and you want to get some flexibility and you want to just get moving, this pain roll on, our original pain roll on formula or our heat formula are both so well liked, so well received. The texture is amazing. They contain FDA approved pain relief actives combined with our CBD. That all comes from our farm up in Vermont. A little goes a long way. I'll be here out in the water tomorrow, and I'll be using this before I go in the water to loosen me up, shoulders, lower back, knee pain, hip pain. I've got a bit of a mank right hip right now for me, so I'm using this daily to help with my pain. It's fantastic. It's not just CBD. It's got great actives in it. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those things as well that helps ease you through those times in life where you just need a little relief, and you don't have to have a major injury. Gosh, Sully, I can get some knuckle pain and hand pain and joint pain and knee pain just from a really great afternoon in the garden, and the next morning you wake up and you go, oh, okay, I'm going to need a little moving and grooving here. My friends, we don't have a lot of these, so please jump in on these while you can. This one is going to be called Heat, and it's absolutely not greasy, not sticky. I love the convenience of the roll-on because I can put this exactly where, feet, toes, on the hip, wherever you need it. This is a thing that is really going to give you a lot of relief. So type in shop one right down below, $29.99, and this is going to be shop one. Type below this number, type it down there, will get you straight away to the Shop LC website, and you get a full disclosure. I mean, you're going to get all of this information in an easy format that you can read. This is going to be a game changer. If you felt like you're having some discomfort and some pain every single day, don't put yourself through that misery. These are amazing products, and you're going to get an incredible value on this. Sully joining us today. You might recognize that face as the OxyClean guy, but this is a passion project born of a true need to be in service to a daughter with chronic health conditions, and it has absolutely morphed into being very well received across the board by just folks who have everyday aches and pains. I love that, Sully. I love it. That's a really great thing. All right, we're going to move on
Yeah,
to.
but yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Sorry. Yeah, pain is, there's one thing you don't want to be in life is in pain, right? You want to be pain free, and this is right up there with the best pain rounds you're ever going to use. So give it a try and let me know what you think.
Super, super. And listen, I love the texture of it. You've really nailed the skin friendly on this. It's not sticky. It's got a wonderful fragrance to it as well. And I can feel the capsaicin sort of warming up my skin there. It feels quite nice. So thank you for bringing this product. All right, we're going to move on to the next product. Let us drop a hello in the chat if you'd like to say hello to Sully. Thank you for being such a great part of the live stream today. John, what's our next product?
We're going to do the Monk Kush True Sleep 1,000 milligram CBD.
All right. We've got a little help with getting you into sleep. You know, part of the chronic pain syndrome can be sleep disruption. And I love how you sort of dovetail these all together so people can mix and match according to whatever they need. But tell us about the True Sleep Cream. This one, again, is very easy to use. Love that it's got a really easy screw on top to get to this as well.
Look, sleep's everything. The pain and sleep. There's two things that I have to have a good relationship with. And ultimately, I want to be pain free and I want to be recovered and rested. If I'm not getting good sleep, then my pathway to pain is greater because I'm going to be fatigued. I'm either not going to move. I'm going to move wrong because I'm tired. Getting a good night's sleep is everything. We have an ingestible. I think we may have them on later on. And this we have our soft gel True Sleep gummies, which are absolutely amazing. But this is a sleep cream. It's a topical. It contains CBD. You've also got chamomile in here. You've got L-theanine in here. A little bit on your décolleté, on your temples, just a little tiny bit underneath your nose so you can breathe it in before you go to sleep at night. 20-30 minutes before you go to sleep. It's a moisturizer. It's got actives in here that's just going to help calm you, help relax you. In our CBD, this is one of the things that makes Mont Kush. There's the ordinary and then there's the extraordinary, right? It's that little extra. Mont Kush is extraordinary in that because we use a press to extract our CBD oil, we're the only company in the United States that uses a press at the scale that we do it. It takes a long time. It's craft. We're able to maintain the integrity of the whole plant. And I don't want to baffle you with too much science, but within CBD, there are little subcategories, and one of them is called CBN. And CBN is something that we're able to maintain because we squeeze our oil at a very low temperature. And CBN is a natural sleep sedative. This is in this sleep cream. It's a topical. I love to take these with our True Sleep gels our True Sleep soft gels or our gummies. Sleep is everything. What you find with CBD done right, you can get to a point where you're going to sleep a little bit better. And if you go into that deeper REM sleep without having to take melatonin, without having to take prescription sleep medication. I mean, I'm guilty of it all. I've taken cough medicine. I've taken allergy tablets to go to sleep. You have a couple glasses of wine to help you go to sleep sometimes. You try all these things to help us sleep. And ultimately, want something natural. Try this sleep cream, rub it on. I mean, upper body, I like to keep it because that's where you're going to benefit from it. That's where you're going to breathe it in and get it just rolling around. It's like, it reminds me when you're feeling sick, right? And you have that smell of eucalyptus. And you
Right.
have the smell of eucalyptus, and it immediately makes you just feel better. Your body can sense it, and it's like, oh, I can breathe now. That's what you get with when you use our sleep cream. You put it on, your body's going, oh, it can sense. It's like, okay, I can sleep now. I can rest. Helps you get into that REM sleep. Helps you get rested. And to me, it's all the R's, right? It's rested, it's recovered, it's revitalized, it's ready for the next day. That's what our sleep cream helps with. It's natural, non-habit forming, and the texture is amazing.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, the instructions are right on the label, and you're recommending just a little dab on the wrist, where you get beautiful transference right away into your system, or maybe on the temples. The fragrance is gorgeous, and I love, Sully, that you've added magnesium and L-theanine. Some of the medications that we take, they make us drowsy, but these magnesium doesn't make you drowsy. It actually seriously has a proven relaxation effect. So I love the way that you sort of stair step these all together with some known things in the world of alternative medication that we know already has positive effects. You have to be able to relax before you can rest. And you've got the perfect combination to get us set up for relaxation, slowing down to get that restful effect. Guys, this is $39.99. I would tell you this has a nice long shelf life. I would tell you to grab a couple of these. You only need a little bit. Start slowly. Rub a little dab, one pump on your wrists, and just give it a try and let this work for you. You need to unwind, to rest and relax. And some days it's really just hard to do that. This is a great product, Sully. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. To me, one thing to keep in mind when you're thinking about making a decision to buy today, am I getting quality? Am I getting some from someone that is making good quality products here? I want you to know that all of our CBD is grown, hemp is grown up in Vermont. All US based, all sourced in America. We touch every single part of it. We're in control of what we call the vertical. You're not getting anything that's imported from China or Colombia. Not that there's anything wrong with those, the great countries, great everything. But when you buy from us, USDA certified organic, we're a member of Vermont Organic Farmers, and we really care about the ingredients to go into our product, our end product, and we love our customers. If when you call our customer service line, you get a human pick up the phone. You'll get to speak to Gianni. You might get to speak to Daniel. You might even get to speak to me. We want you to have a great night's sleep. We want you to feel rested and recovered. So thank you.
I love it. And, as well, I love the fact that you have the certification and the testing done on these. So anybody that's curious about that, in addition to Vermont grown, USDA certified organic, in addition to all of those other accolades, I love the fact that you can literally take a deep dive if you want to be a good student and just learn about the product. You're going to at every aspect, you're going to learn that these are great products to add to your routine for resting and relaxation. About 15 minutes before you decide to go to bed, a little bit of a rub on the temples, maybe on the wrists, maybe even behind Sully, where you get transference as well, and get yourself ready because you may very well have the best sleep you've had in a long time. And the price of
Love
that
it.
priceless. That is rest and relaxation is priceless. You cannot really put a value on that. Right. Everybody type in shop to this number, type it down there. We'll get straight away to the Shop LC website. We've figured our best price on every single one of these today. And I would tell you, if you want to take the budget pay, it's already there waiting for you. All right. If you're already a fan of Mont Kush or you're using CBD as part of your wellness routine, drop a little comment in the chat below. We'd love to say hello to you. What's coming up next, John?
Tyler has the answer for that.
What is
Ty?
the Monkush Pain and Recovery Relief Roll-On?
Okay. Oh, okay. The recovery roller. So now we've got. You said this was your first product, right?
I don't have it with me right now. It's the pain relief roll on, the blue one.
Yes, the blue one. Yeah.
It was a labor of love, that one. That's our original pain roll on. I personally went on a quest to make this original product. We obviously have our heat. This is the original one. It doesn't have the heating. It's more of a cooling feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I like this roll on for injuries that sort of just happened. Impact. You've twisted an ankle, you've knocked something, you've tweaked your back. This is a phenomenal pain roll on. I literally drove my truck from Tampa up to Chattanooga, Tennessee on a Saturday morning. And I remember taking some of our rosin into this office in this lab in Chattanooga. And they looked at me, they gave me that sideways look saying, you're out of your mind. We're not going to be able to do this. And I said, well, you know what? That's even more reason to do it. Find me a way. Get my rosin, my anti-inflammatory, pain-relieving rosin. Get it into a formula that works, that can roll on. And these boys spent 2 or 3 months working, kept sending me samples. I was like, we're almost there. We're almost there. It was too sticky. The viscosity wasn't right. We finally got it right. And what I did, I was the first customer of this. I loved it. I ended up sending it to a lot of my athlete friends who've experienced a lot of pain in their lives. I'm good friends with a professional cyclist named George Hincapie, who's ridden 17 Tour de France's. I said, George, send it to him and his wife, Melanie. I said, I need give me the honest verdict on this. George called me and said, this is unbelievable. It's the best stuff I've ever tried. I'm here in Nazaré right now in Portugal, home of the world's biggest waves. And then after I get done here, I'm going to see Andrew Cotton, who broke his back surfing Nazaré. If you follow any of that sport, he literally broke his back, was almost paralyzed, and managed to have a full recovery. He lives and swears by this pain roll on. There are pain roll ons, and then there are pain roll ons. So this is unbelievable. Get it while you can. We actually don't have that much right now. We've been having a promotion on this. This is for 8 to 80. If you're in pain, this is a topical. It's got It's got menthol in it, a real nice amount of menthol, all USDA certified organic. It's got arnica, it's got willow bark extract. It's got our CBDA, 1,500 milligrams. You put it on your lower back. You get it on your neck. You get it on your hip. You get it on your elbows. You get it on where you have, if you've got tennis elbow, if you've got sore thumbs from being on your laptop all day, you've got tech neck. All these little ailments are just, this is just an amazing pain roll. I can't say enough good stuff about it. It's got 5-star review after 5-star review after 5-star. My mom loves it. There isn't a person that I give this to. I actually carry a couple of these around with me when I travel, and if I meet a nice flight attendant or someone checks me into a hotel and they're nice, I just give them a pain roll on, and they always look at me funny. And when I go, if they ever say, "Oh my God, thank you for that," I love sharing it with people. It's just an amazing product.
I think that's awesome. I've got to tell you, I'm really impressed just by the labeling, because you have two very important things on your label that you don't see very often, almost never. The level of care in building the products and then in doing the follow up is so impressive. Sully's company phone number is actually on it, and it says questions or concerns, call us, and the number is right there. In addition, you've got the little QR code if you want to find out more about it as well.
We don't listen. I'm not into AI chatbot. We don't want to have, you don't email us. You pick up the phone and you call us and we'll make it right. We want you to have a great experience. As a human being answering the phone, you're not going to get a voice message. Obviously, you're going to call us during office hours, but we care. We're a small company and we care.
I love that. And I got to tell you something too. There's a lovely concentration of this. You did not skimp or hold back on the heart and soul of this. This is 1,500 milligrams of CBDA and CBD per container. So this is a very rich concentration of the stuff that works. You did well.
Yeah. I will say this, that CBDA, without getting caught you into the minutiae and the science of it all, CBDA is the top of the food chain. It's the alpha. It's the very top of CBD. And the anti-inflammatory and pain relief properties of CBDA are very well documented, which is why I went from this as an ingestible to a pain roll on, because I'm like, right, if people are taking our oils and that's working from the inside out, then if we can make a pain roll on that is bioavailable, and we have a absorption component to this called SENS, self-emulsifying nano delivery system. So once you put this on the skin, it absorbs through the epidermal layer, goes to the point of inflammation, and you start to get that relief from the pain and the inflammation right away. It really is good. A little goes a long way, and it about 15-20 minutes you'll start to feel relief.
All right, great. Now listen, we're really pressed for time, and I know, Sully, you've got some engagement, so we're going to pick up the pace here just a little bit. This one is going to be shop 3. You're going to drop that in the chat below. We'll get you straight back to the website. Stock up on these. This is an amazing live stream special. These are $29.99, and you can do budget pay on these as well. Welcome, Sully from Montcush. Coming up next, we do have the Montcush Pure Full Spectrum Soft Gels. This is the true sleep formula that you were talking about. Now, we'll get you to your Shop LC price on this one as well. But Sully, talk to us just a little bit about this. Do not wait around on these. Type in Shop 4 while you listen to this and go ahead and reserve yours right now. These are amazing little soft gels, $29.99, and they are soft gels, 25 milligrams of CBD. This is the true sleep formula. Sully, tell us about this really quickly.
So I know I'm not supposed to have any favorite children, right? But I got to be honest. If we were on a desert island and I had to take one product with me, it would be our True Sleep gummies or soft gels. That formula. The reason is I think that we've stumbled across. I think if we had a competition in the world of non-prescription sleep formulas, we would win. In what it is, the real component in here is the CBN, and then it's the formulation, the mix of the CBD, the CBN, and the trace amounts of THC. There isn't a person that I've given these to or shared them with, or a customer that hasn't called me the next day and said, "Oh my God, I had the best night's sleep ever." Including myself. I travel a lot with jet lag. I use these when I'm flying. I much prefer them to prescription sleep medication, which I've tried. No hangover. You take it about an hour before you want to go to sleep. There's a couple things that I do for me that help. I avoid sugar before I go to sleep because sugar in that also means thinking about your alcohol consumption at night. Try to get your alcohol consumption down and try not to eat a lot of sugar 2 hours before bedtime. Stay hydrated. I take two of these. You take one of them. You've got a formulation in here. It's got a little bit of magnesium in it. It's got your L-theanine in it. You've got the CBD, but the CBN is what makes this. Think of CB nighttime, okay?
Okay.
That's in this, and you've got a little bit of THC. They all work in concert to produce a USDA certified sourced hemp. I get excited about this. I just tell you what, I've been bringing quality cleaning products to people around the world for 30 years, and I can confidently say, just buy it. Just buy OxyClean. I'm telling you, it's going to get the tough stains out. If you are struggling with sleep, okay, if you're one of these people that's waking up and you're feeling cranky and you just like, I wish I could get a good night's sleep, just take my word for it. But here today, buy it, get it home, do exactly what's on the bottle, take one or two, depending on how big you are, and see if you get a great night's sleep. If you don't get a great night's sleep, send it back and give you your money back. It's
I,
that simple.
I
This
love
is the best. It's natural, and everyone deserves a good night's sleep. And life is just better when we're rested, right? It's just better. I'm happier. I'm happier when I've slept well.
Yes, you are. Uh, the sun tastes better, and there's always a pep in your step, no matter what your condition is. Always. All right, this one is going to be shop 4. These are the soft gels. We also have the gummies that are going to be shop 5. Uh,
Yeah, so we actually ended up programming a few more Mont Kush products for this show, Sully. I do know that you are a busy guy and you've got a big schedule today. If you would like to stay around, we can totally
I
have you.
can stick around. Listen, if we're here, like I tell you, actually, I do have to go meet somebody. But look, this is where I am. I'm very happy broadcasting to you. A quick into commercial break here to show you there's the lighthouse over there. Let's keep going. I love
Oh,
it. I love it.
I love it.
perfect.
All right,
Sounds
thank
good.
you
Thank you,
so much.
Senator.
Thank you so much. I'm totally jealous that you're coming to us from Nazareth because that's definitely on my bucket list. But listen, now tell us about the gummies because this is a pretty big component. Now, there are actually 30 servings. There are 30 servings, and this is also your true sleep formula. These are the soft gels. Go and get those. That's going to be shop 4. This is shop 5, $29.99. Don't sleep. Well, don't wait and do sleep with Montcush, with the Montcush True.
Look, it's $1. You're talking about $1 a day. Okay. If I go to a fancy coffee shop, no brand names mentioned, it's $8 for a cup of coffee. And it's so think about what you spend on coffee a day. If you get one coffee in Seattle, it's $7, $8, and you maybe leave with a croissant or something. You're getting this for $1 a day. Now, if your night's sleep is not worth $1 a day, then we have to sit down and have a chat. Okay. Because to me, a good night's sleep, and I'm not talking this 4 to 5 hour nonsense. Okay, the body needs 6 to 8 hours rest, and if you're young, sometimes even more. And we're talking about longevity. We're talking about health span. We're talking about the cognitive, our ability to function cognitively. Our happiness scale from 1 to 10 is all tied in to how well we sleep. Now, there are a million sleep additives out there. You can go to sleep products. You can go to the drugstore, and there's a whole aisle dedicated to sleep. Okay, they all have like melatonin will work, but people have bad dreams, and then it stops your body from producing natural melatonin. I've taken cough syrup. Okay, but it can contribute to early short-term memory loss. Okay, nobody wants to deal with that. Then you've got your prescription stuff. They will knock you out, but they're habit forming and they're gnarly and they've got all kinds of side effects. Then, of course, a lot of people turn to alcohol, right? Alcohol will work. It'll knock me out. So you have 2 or 3 glasses of wine or a couple scotches before you go to bed. Then you wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning. You're ruminating. You're depressed. You're anxious. Forget all that. Forget all that. You want to be happy like me and revived and refreshed and ready to go. Get on our True Sleep formula, whether it's the gummies or the soft gels. I don't care. All right. Okay. It doesn't matter which one you take. One of them is obviously a soft gel and it's quicker, more convenient. The gummies are lovely. I struggle with the gummies because I'm doing Invisalign right now. So I can't, I put my Invisalign in and then I have to, but the thing is, I will suck the gummies. And I actually think I kind of like that because I think it's the bioavailability gets into my bloodstream. I take two if I think I need a good night's sleep. I sleep pretty well anyway, I will take two. If I'm on a plane, I'll definitely take two. I think one is enough for most people, but I'm a 200-pound, pretty fit guy, but pretty big guy, so I can handle two. So for me, it'd be $2 a night. But it's natural, it's non-habit forming, a combination of CBD, CBN, THC. Don't be afraid. All right, you're not going to see this in the drugstore. You're
No.
not going to see this this is not going to float across your social media feed because social media companies have locked us down. We cannot advertise. You won't see it on television. You're not going to, this is where you're going to see it. I started this company for my daughter. My goal was to make the best CBD products on the planet. We're in Vermont. We have a USDA certified organic certification on everything. We control the vertical. We keep our prices as low as possible. If you want a great night's sleep, who doesn't want who doesn't want a great night's sleep?
Sully,
Nobody. You see, everybody wants a great night's sleep.
yeah, something that you said earlier, it just really hit my brain. And you were talking about the things that you've taken to help you go to sleep, the sleep aids, the prescription drugs, the cough syrup, many antihistamines, which are common in
Right.
a lot of acetaminophen products, whatever. They're to put you to sleep, but don't help you rest. There's a big
No.
about taking something that just knocks you out, knocks you off your feet and puts you down. But there's a whole other component to this that eases you into a restful, relaxed state of regenerative sleep. And that's really the difference. It's not just designed to knock you out. Okay, we're just going to slow you down for a minute and then you're back up and wound up ready to go. The restorative and restful aspect of this is an absolute game changer. And we,
You know it. You know your stuff here. You know it's you're up. You couldn't say it any better. There's a difference between being sedated and
Mhm.
knocked out to actually getting natural sleep, right? That's where the brain relaxes and our cognitive, our healing. That's when our body heals. It heals when we're rested. That's when our anxiety vanishes. Our anxiety disappears because we're rested and we wake up and we can tackle the day. And it's that what happens between the hours of 10 p.m. and I recommend going to bed at the same time every night and 6 a.m. That's the magic. That rest period. That's what the body needs. And Monk Kush is natural and it helps you get into that relaxed, natural sleep that we so badly crave in today's world.
Yeah, we just need it. There's all sorts of scientific proof now that there are sort of magical things, restorative things that your body needs that downtime. Brain health, body health, restorative fascia, lymph. There's all sorts of things that happen when you're in a restorative sleep phase, and these products are going to get you there. So the gummies are going to be moving on. 30 beautiful berry flavored gummies, and you can type in Shop 5 down below, and you'll get right to the Shop Healthy website. Now, coming up next, we've got the dynamic duo. You've got the Montkush Daily Calm Combo, full spectrum gummies and rosin oil. And you sort of teased this a little bit earlier, and you mentioned that rosin oil is the most concentrated member of this group of products. So back to you, Sully.
Right. Let me explain rosin in the simplest way that I can so that anyone watching right now is thinking has tried CBD or is on the fence about trying it. When the hemp plant takes about 90 days to grow from a seedling into a full grown hemp plant, what we do is at Montkush, we go through our fields with a big scissor and we cut off the top of the hemp plant, the flower, which is loaded with oil and CBD, okay, in the flowers. Okay, so it's literally a very complex looking flower. We then take that down the field and we put it through a trimmer and we trim out, we kind of trim out with bucket, and then we dry it. We dry it to a point where we get rid of the water in the plant, but we don't get rid of the oil. Okay, so we don't dry it to a crisp. We air dry it. Then once it's dried just right, we then trim it a little bit more, and we put the remainder of this flour, this kind of dehydrated flour, naturally dehydrated, into a bag, and a tea bag, like a giant tea bag. We put it in a press and we squeeze it. What comes out, it takes 200 tons of pressure. This press is a very slow, clunky press. But what comes out onto this parchment paper is this beautiful oil. Okay. Now, this is just like taking an orange. All right. The saying is the juice worth the squeeze. You take an orange, right? You squeeze the orange, it takes a lot of effort. And how much juice do you get out of an orange? Not much. Okay. You get a little bit of orange juice, but what does it taste like? It tastes delicious. It's got all the pulp and the pith and that fresh orange juice. It's not like the juice you buy at a gas station and that's like sitting on a shelf in a refrigerator. It doesn't even, it might look orange, but it's not. Okay. It's nowhere near like orange juice. We have the pure orange juice of CBD. That's how our rosin is. So this is the original product that goes into all our products. And because we don't use any additives, we don't use any chemicals to get it, we maintain the integrity of the plant. It has all the cannabinoids, and there's too many to mention here, but they all contribute to help with relaxation, help with inflammation, help with sleep, help with calming. They work in concert with the endocannabinoid system of the body. So whichever product you're taking of Mont Kush, you have CBD. That's how we get it. No one is doing this in the United States. Everyone uses ethanol. They use these big industrial machines, and they use you get something called isolate. Okay. It is the lowest on the food chain it is CBD, but it's like bottom of the barrel CBD. When you're buying Mont Kush, you're getting USDA certified organic hemp that's freshly squeezed and dried on Vermont, and then put into our products. So I actually can't see the phone right now because I don't have my glasses on, but they are, I think what I'm looking at is our CBDA gummies. These are, like, I don't know if you're a wine drinker. These are the Opus One of our lineup. These are the best. These CBD gummies are unbelievable. These are powerful. I would start off. I normally say dose up. With these, I would dose down. I would take half a gummy, see how you respond, see how you feel. Then I would take a quarter of a gummy, and then I would take in a whole gummy. That's how, because everyone's a little different. But these are, if you want to experience the very best that Mont Kush has to offer, this is what you want to get.
This is the rosin dropper and the
Yep.
mixed gummies. And you hit on
Yep.
there that we really should mention very briefly. You talked about the cannabinoid receptors that are already part of our wiring. So we're not rewiring anything. Your body is already primed to work with the nutritional part of this product. I mean, we don't talk about that often enough. Your body is just waiting and already has receptors in place to plug this in and let it work for you.
I've seen some. I don't want to use the word miracle, but there are some people that have such a strong positive reaction to our Mont Kush CBD that it is humbling. And I start off with my daughter. And then I'll go to me. I had a very difficult year last year. I had a lot of things happen in my life that were beyond my control. I lost a family member that was very close to me. I had a couple other things happen. I just had, what I would consider a very challenging year. And I tell you what, I lent on my own products so much. I had almost everything by the bed. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take my dropper here. I'm going to take a gummy here. I'm gonna take the sleep gel here. I'm going to use the pain roll on. And one of the things while I was kind of healing, if you will, my healing journey, going through just going through it, I felt good in that I wasn't loading myself up with pharmaceuticals. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't loading myself up with chemicals. I wasn't getting on. I wasn't becoming dependent or on something that was not good for me. I'm like, you know what? When I get through this, I'll be able to throttle back. It was a way to help me get through with my struggles in my life that I was dealing with naturally. And this is what I can do for you at home. And if you're afraid, or maybe you just don't know, okay, you don't want to go into this, you're afraid to go into a smoke shop, or you're afraid to go into one of these gas stations with the lights on in your neighborhood, and you want to try CBD, pick it up today from us at Mont Kush. This is inspired by my daughter. I have done nothing in my life other than try and make the best products for people, and I've done it and achieved it in cleaning. OxiClean is so proud of what OxiClean, getting out tough stains, and I can sit here and say, yeah, I wanted to do the exact same with Mont Kush. And make sure people have a great experience. So give this a try. It's plant-based wellness at its absolute best.
I love it. And you're getting both of these at $134.99. There's free shipping on these. So I could not agree with you more. This is a whole level of unexplored potential relief for all of us. I mean, let's face it, we all face challenges, whether they're physical challenges or just like you said, you lose someone close to you. Those are all part of the human condition. And there's no reason to suffer unnecessarily. There's no reason to kind of struggle through it. I mean, listen, I'm all for anything that makes the struggle easier. Life can be challenging, but it's how you get through it and then get on to the next phase or just the next day. Sometimes that little bit of relief that you get while you sleep, while you relax, that is a thing. That is the thing that gets us through those tough times. And Sully, I'm sorry for your loss. That's something we all experience. We do. All right, that one is going to be Shop 6. That's the combo. That's the dropper and the gummies. Now we're going to go to Shop 7.
We're going to jump to Shop 8.
Oh, Shop 8. Okay.
The oil peppermint bark.
This is peppermint bark. This has some great flavor with the peppermint bark.
It's just one of our oils. It's so full disclosure. So you have the bottle in front of you. Don't have it. Is it 1,000 milligram?
Yes, yes.
So that 1,000 milligram of our CBD organic rosin based oil with a peppermint flavor. So full disclosure, if you were to buy our natural oil, it has a hempy kick to it. It's like if you're if you like kind of heady beers, then it's sometimes some people don't like them, right? And you drink it, it's like I just want a light beer. Um, our natural CBD oil is very hempy and it has a hempy aftertaste, and I like it. It isn't for everybody. We've got a natural peppermint flavoring in here. It tastes great under the tongue. 30 seconds. This is the OG. This is our first product we ever did, which is our oil. 1,000 milligram to me is a fantastic starter strength. Obviously, we have a 500 as well. I like 1,000. Full dropper underneath the tongue, 30 seconds. We're really talking about getting back to homeostasis. This is bioavailable under the tongue, a full dropper under the tongue. Hold it there for 30 seconds, chase it with a glass of water. It's going to taste great because it's got the peppermint, natural peppermint flavor in it. I also want to say something that you see a lot of CBD companies now, 2,000 milligrams, 3,000 milligrams. The reason why they're doing these super high doses is because, to be quite honest, that isolate, the active they're using, they need to add a lot of it to get any sort of reaction. Because I told you the story about the rosin, because we're deriving, all of our CBD comes from rosin, because you're getting 1,000 milligrams, it's pure. It's not watered down. It honestly, if you took a microscope underneath that oil, it's even got the bits in it.
Oh my God.
Because we filter it, but we don't filter it to death. It's got even some little tiny microscopic bits of plant matter in it, and to me, that is what makes us a little bit different. It's almost like the orange juice, right? When you drink that fresh orange juice, you get the little bits of pith in it, right? Sort of makes it. You need to know it's coming because you're like, oh, it's not. That's how orange juice is supposed to be. So our oils they're. I said this earlier. There's ordinary and extraordinary. It's that little extra. And the funny thing is, our process is much, much simpler than other CBD companies. They use these big chemical extraction plants and heat and ethanol and alcohol, and they heat it up to a super high temperature. We just squeeze it at Monkush. We don't understand why you would kill, basically, or boil out using a very aggressive method all the goodness in a plant when you can just squeeze it. Yeah. And get all the goodness and all the bioflavonoids, the cannabinoids, all the terpenes. We maintain all of it, and I think that's why our 1,000 milligrams is all you need. We don't need a 2,000. We don't need a 3,000. So yeah, I'm passionate about this. This is the product that I did for my daughter. This is really what I leaned on last year because without getting into it, I was ruminating a lot last year. I had a lot of ruminations, and I would use the word stuck. I fell at, and I'm 50 something, and I would say I'm together, and I was stuck last year, and I kept thinking about the same thing over and over, and my brain was just stuck, and it was annoying me. And this oil helped me get unstuck. And that was, it's just so grateful. And I'd take it all day. I'd be like, I'm feeling a bit stuck. And I just put a little bit under my tongue. And then 30 minutes later, I'd be like, okay, I'm feeling okay. Go about my day. And then I would slowly like start to feel stuck again. I'm like, where's my Mont Kush? That was how it saved my life last year.
Yeah, and I also think that these are products too, because you've got the sort of like the gradual dosage, and your label is so great. I love how you encourage people to start slow and find your own sweet.
Yep.
But grief does that to you, Sully. You lose somebody that's really close to you, and for a while, nothing makes sense, and it can last a long time. I mean,
Listen, it's not just losing somebody, right? It's like you lose a you have a job career change, you have a relationship breakup, you can have a hurricane can wipe your house out, you can have a forest fire like in California. There's life comes at us
fast. Oh, Sully's frozen, I think. And I have to agree with everything that he's saying. There you are. You're back. You're back.
I was just talking about how life just throws stuff at us sometimes. And it can be anything, right? From, a job career change, a relationship breakup, just a midlife crisis when all of a sudden things aren't making sense. And you need something. And it's so easy to turn to pharmaceuticals. And it's so easy to turn to alcohol and other coping mechanisms. And I feel like our oils are first line of defense if you're going through it. If you're watching this right now and you're going through it in some way and you feel like you need just need something to like calm the mind down and get back to the homeostasis of sort of, okay, I feel okay. Try our Mont Kush oil. It's the best, I'm telling you. And it's all natural and non-habit forming. And the prices are great. And it's organic.
Yes. That is not an easy certification to get, first of all. And remember, the labeling is beautiful. You can scan or you can call if you need more information. But I'm going to tell you, you will love these products because they are designed to work. I love how your focus is singular. I mean, you are seriously razor focused on relief. And I think just hearing you talk about basically just the human condition, we get to those points where, relief is something that you need, but you're just bombarded with everything that seems so complex and so complicated.
Right.
Straightforward, reliable, on, and it's a product that's straight from the heart, Sully. I want to thank you on behalf of our audience and these products. Thank you
I
for.
want to thank you too. Are we saying goodbye?
Yes, I think so. We're going to wrap it up.
Well, I'm going to give you a parting shot right here. Okay. There we go. Okay.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah.
There is the beautiful Atlantic Ocean, Nazaré. It's one of our special homes of Mont Kush. From here in Nazaré to wherever you're watching from around the world, we love you.
All right, Sully, thank you so much. We look forward to having you and these wonderful products back at Shop LC really soon. Stay safe.
Thanks for having me. Super grateful.
All right, bye-bye. Thank you.
Namaste. All right. Bye-bye.
All right, my friends. Mont Kush is available on the Shop LC website. Are you going to change the transition or do we have to take a little break?
So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little break in this live, and then we're going to come back again.
All right. We'll take just a little bit of break so we can refresh the camera, and we'll be right back in just a minute or two. Don't go anywhere.